Hi guys, I'm Sandra. Welcome to my channel. I help you build side hustles and passive income streams online from the comfort of your own home. And I've recently discovered quite possibly the easiest side hustle and passive income stream that literally anyone anywhere around the world can set up in a matter of minutes. I'm talking about creating and publishing low content books to Amazon KDP. Now, some examples of low content books are planners, notebooks, journals, and activity books. Now, you don't actually create the physical copies of these books. Amazon takes care of that for you. You don't need any writing skills because, again, these are low content books. Essentially, they're workbooks for your customers to purchase and fill them out themselves. And you don't need any design skills either. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through the entire process, step by step, on how to research, create, and publish low content books to Amazon KDP so that you can have a new passive income stream set up for you in just a few minutes. It's just that quick and easy, so let's get started. Like I mentioned, anyone around the world can sell low content books on Amazon. You just need a KDP Amazon account, which is completely free to sign up. KDP stands for Kindle Direct Publishing. So we will be publishing these low content books ourselves. And although it says Kindle, we can upload paperback copies that Amazon will create and send to our customers. There are so many sellers currently making thousands of dollars in passive income every single month just publishing these books to Amazon KDP. So guys, it's time to get in on it. It's pretty straightforward to sign up with your email. Just click sign in over here and Amazon will just ask you a few questions like how you want to get paid every single month and things like that. So you can go ahead and sign up with your email. I'll leave a link to this website in the description box below. Once you've done that, we're going to head over to BookBolt, which is the platform we're using to research the best sellers on Amazon. That will give us an idea of what we should be creating to ensure we make sales. And we're actually going to create the books in BookBolt because they have pre-made templates that we can use that will save us so much time, and it will allow us to upload hundreds of low content books to Amazon if we want. So you can use the link in the description box below to sign up for your free BookBolt trial. And once you've done that, you'll notice that BookBolt has a bunch of tutorials on their homepage. Now, they walk you through how to use all of the features that they offer. So if you have any questions after this video, this is a great place to head over to. And they actually have weekly calls with the owner of BookBolt. So you can sign on every single week to ask any questions you have. And the Q&A calls are actually recorded, so you can refer back to them if you need to. The first feature I want to show you is the cloud, which is right over here. This will allow us to research the types of books that we should be investing our time in. Now we're going to take a look at some bestsellers on Amazon, and you can actually select the category that you want to focus on. So I can click on notebook, journal, music sheets, calendars, and I can head over to the bestsellers. I can look at the top 100, 200, or 500 bestsellers. So I'm just going to leave it at top 100 bestsellers, and I'm going to select the planner category. I can specify it a little bit more in the keywords, so I can just kind of think of something more specific, like the types of planners that I want to do research on. But for now, I'm just going to leave it blank, and I'm just going to hit search. Now, what BookBolt has done is show me the top 100 best-selling planners on Amazon right now. So it gives you an idea of the types of planners that you can create to ensure that you're making sales. Now, it's also showing me a lot of information on each one of these. If I click on any of these titles, it will actually take me to the Amazon listing and I can take a look at some more information. It gives me the author. Now, what's really interesting is I can figure out the price of this book and the estimated monthly sales. So this book specifically, the Low Income Savings Challenge Planner, is making about 425 sales per month. Now, if I do math right here, this book alone is generating almost $3,000 in revenue. Now, I want to be clear, that revenue does not automatically go to the seller's pocket. Amazon does take a cut for actually creating the product and a very small profit. We'll go through all of the numbers later on, but keep in mind that that this seller is probably not only offering this planner, they probably have hundreds of other books because again, you'll see how quick and easy it is to create and publish these. So after looking at a lot of these planners, I'm noticing some that I'm actually interested in creating, like a weekly meal planner. So my advice right now is you do want to focus on some bestsellers, but you also want to get a little bit more specific on the type of planner or notebook to reduce the competition. And I will show you how to do that. But if you do want to do some more research on the bestsellers and specify it a little more, let's say I want to look for kids planners and the bestsellers in that category. So I would just type in kids and then I would do that research again. And it gives me so many other ideas that I could potentially create for myself, and I could do a little bit more research on if this is the category that I'm interested in. So right now I'm thinking, based on my research, I might want to create a meal planner. I'm gonna go into the keywords section and I'm gonna click on search just to do a little bit more research on meal planner, because right now I want to find a keyword that is highly searched but has a little less competition on Amazon to give me a better chance at ranking and making sales. So under keywords, I'm going to type in meal planner and hit search. Now BookBolt is going to populate all these keywords and phrases that are relevant to meal planner that people are actually searching for on Amazon. Now what I'm really focused on is the Amazon search volume, which is right here. This is the column. So I'm going to actually filter for the top search volume, the highest, because I want to know what's really on demand. So I'm seeing meal and exercise planner. There's over 10,000 searches, meal and grocery planner, meal and fitness planner. So these are all really, really good. There's so many others that I can take a look at as well. But although I'm interested in the demand, I'm also interested in lowering the competition. So I'm going to go to Amazon.com and actually search meal and grocery planner, because that's one of the ones that I saw. And what I want is for these results, ideally, it would actually be nice if it was less than, let's say, 1,000 results. I would say like you've really hit gold there. But as long as the results are less than the search volume, that's kind of the sweet spot. So 2,000 search results, and I'm seeing over 10,000 in search volume. That's pretty good. So I think I'm going to go after this keyword. I think we're ready to create our planner. So right at the top here under search, I'm actually going to change it to create and click on BookBolt Studio. And we're going to click on create project. Now, the first thing we need to decide on is the project type. So do we want to create a paperback book and design the cover and interior? Do we want to just create the cover, just the interior, or a hardcover? So I'm just going to select paperback, cover, and interior. And then for project name, I'm going to call it Meal and Grocery Planner, because that's what I've decided to create based on my research. Under trim size, I'm going to keep it to 6x9 because when I did some research on Amazon, this is a pro tip, go onto Amazon and take a look at some other competitors or even through the cloud. Click on those listings and just kind of see the features that they offer. I noticed a lot of them were 6x8 and 6x9 in size. And then if you think about it, a meal and grocery planner, it's kind of nice if you could actually put it in your purse or something like that and take it. So I kind of want a smaller book. And then under interior and paper type, you can select black and white interior with white paper. You could do premium color interior. So you can choose that, but I'm just going to select a black and white interior with white paper. And then I'm going to keep it at bleed. Now for page count, this is going to be a weekly planner. So I want 52 weeks. Now you're going to see how I'm going to design it. I'm going to have basically 2 pages for each week. So that's 104 pages. But then I also want like an intro page. So that's 105 pages. And then I'm going to go create project. So now BookBolt has created this blank book for me that I can design my cover and then all of my pages. Now, all of this information on the cover, you can read through it, but basically it's just telling you that this side is the front of your book. This is the back. And then this kind of like pink outline is showing you where Amazon might cut your book. So they're planning to cut on this line here, but they could cut as far as this outer edge or inside this line. So basically you don't want anything important within your design within this pink outline, but you do want your actual like image or design to extend entirely, just so that if they do cut on the outer edge, there's no like white space or anything like that. So you can read through all of this information to kind of get a little bit more clarity, but I'm just going to hide all this information for now. So I'm going to click right over here and I'm just going to select hide cover template just so that it's not distracting. Now I want to design the cover first. You can upload any graphics that you want to put on your cover, but BookBolt has a bunch of images that you can use. It's already built in. So right over here under File Library, you can upload your graphics right here or your images that you either have a commercial license to or you've taken photos yourself. You can do that here. But I'm actually going to go to Pixabay right here, and I'm just going to type in fruits. I can type in like food, groceries, whatever, to just kind of look for an image that I like. I kind of like this one right here. So I'm just going to select this. And of course, you're allowed to use all of these images that BookBolt has for you. Now I'm just going to extend this image all across just so that it covers up the entire space. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. That would be what the front looks like. Now we have to put text at the front so that our customers actually know what this is. So I'm gonna go to elements right over here, and I'm just going to put a rectangle first because I wanna put text, but I want it to stand out with maybe like a white rectangle. So I'm gonna change the color up here to a white, and I'm just going to extend it a little bit here. All right, let's add another rectangle, and I just want to kind of like create an outline. So I'm going to go right over here to no color, but I do want to have a white outline. So I'm just going to change the stroke to 10. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so I can center all of that later, but I just want to get some text going. So I'm going to click text right over here. I'm going to add a heading. And let's type in meal planner and grocery list. And I can change the font up here if I want to, but I'm just gonna keep it at that. But I'm gonna just change the text size. So let's just make it a little bit smaller. And that looks pretty good. I just want to center it now. So I'm gonna click on text align right here and center. So that looks pretty good. I do want them to know that this is a weekly planner. So let's add some text that tells them this is a weekly planner. So put in weekly, and I'm going to change this to kind of a script font just so that it stands out. So let's click on this one. Okay, so after aligning everything, I'm actually really happy with the cover. So we're finished with the cover. Now we can head over to page 1. So I want to create a page that just says like meal planner for or something like that. So I'm going to go back to the file library, and I actually kind of like this border right over here, this kind of like flower border. So I'm just going to use it as is, but because I've selected black and white, there's going to be no color when Amazon prints this. So I'm just going to go to effects and select gray scale. And I'll just hit OK. And now I'm just going to add some text that says meal planner for. Okay, now I just want to add a line so that they can write their name in. I'm gonna go to elements and then select a line right over here. And let's just change the stroke to, let's say 2. And that looks pretty good. Okay, so that's my first page. Now I'm gonna go ahead and actually design the meal planner. Now you're going to see how quick this part actually is because BookBolt has templates for you. Now I'm gonna go to this maze looking icon right over here. So it's page templates. So as you can see, there are so many templates that BookBolt allows you to use. It's already formatted for you. You don't have to do anything. You can design your own planner pages and upload them here, but honestly, there's just so many options that BookBolt has for you, and you can actually even put in some keywords here based on what you are searching for. There's some hashtags here that you can click on to specify a little bit more what you're looking for. So feel free to browse through these and start brainstorming other planners that you want to create. But for this one, because I'm doing a meal planner, I'm going to search meal, and it's already giving me a couple of different planners that I can select. I can use this one, which is really nice because it actually gives me a shopping list on the right-hand side. And I could literally select this and apply it to all of my pages, and then I would be done. But I just want to show you a few more features. So I'm going to select this one here, and I'm going to select the black and white one because my book is black and white. I'm going to go ahead and select that. Now, what's really cool is if I don't want to change anything about this template, I could literally have BookBolt select all of the even pages and have that meal planner on all of the even pages. And then I would have the grocery list on all of the other ones. I can even select all. I would deselect page 1 and the cover and then have it all just selected on the pages and I'd be done. But I do want to change up a little bit in here. So I'm going to deselect all, and I just want it on page 2. So let's go next. And you can change the margins here. I'm just gonna leave it as is, and I'm gonna hit submit. So here's my weekly planner. I didn't have to do anything. It already looks great, but I do want to just add week of, because I want them to be able to write down what week it is. So I'm just going to drag this just to make it a little bit smaller and bring it a little bit down so that I have some space to just add in week of right over here. Okay, that looks good. So now I'm actually going to clone this page for all of the even pages. I'm gonna right click and I'm gonna go clone this page and select all of the even pages. And let's clone. And you can see BookBolt has already just taken the page that I've created and then put it on page 4, page 6, etc. Now I want to add a grocery list to the other side. So I'm going to go back to the page templates. If I do type in shopping, they do have a shopping list right over here. I'm not a big fan of this template, so I'm actually going to just type in list because I have something else in mind. So I do like this one a little bit more. Although it says to-do list, I'm actually going to edit that and make it say grocery list. Now again, I can select all of the odd, but then I would have to change to-do list on every single page. So instead, I'm going to just select page 3. I'm going to leave the margins the same again. And I'm going to just edit to-do list and then I'm going to clone it again. So what I'm actually going to do is I need to block to-do list because I can't remove it manually. So I'm going to go to elements and I'm going to select a rectangle. Let's make that white and then just block off to-do list. Let's go ahead and do that. And then I'm going to add text that says grocery list. Okay, that looks cute. Now I just want to add something else a little cute. I want to add in like a couple of like grocery images. So let's just go ahead and go to Pixabay and type in, let's say strawberry. And that one's cute. I'm gonna select this one here. Let's make it a little bit smaller or a lot smaller and then just bring it over here and I'm just going to kind of style it a little bit. Okay, that's super cute. I'm going to clone this now to all of the odd pages. So let's clone it and select all odd, but I'm going to deselect page 1 because that's the kind of like the intro page. And let's clone. So believe it or not, my book is finished. As you can see, you can literally put these together maybe in 5 minutes. This is just me actually talking through it and adding in more features just to kind of showcase what else you can do and how to make yours a little bit more unique. But now that it's all done, we're gonna go to download and I'm going to hit download current project. What it's going to do is download 2 PDF files for me. One for the cover page and one for my interior pages, because when we go to KDP, it's going to ask you to upload both individually. So we're gonna do that right now. If you're getting excited about this side hustle, give this video a like and let me know in the comments if this is something you've been wanting to get into. Okay, so back to KDP Amazon, you're gonna click on sign in. By now you should have an account and it's going to take us to our bookshelf. The bookshelf is basically all of the books you've already uploaded here. So to create a new one, you're just gonna click on create. And it's going to give you options of what type of books you want to upload. So in this case, we're going to create a paperback copy. And then it walks you through the entire process. Now, I've already actually uploaded the book just so that we can go a little bit quicker through this process. It takes some time to actually upload the book itself. So I'm just gonna walk you through all of it by going through what I've already uploaded. So I'm gonna continue setup right over here. So the first thing we're gonna do is select what language the book is in. It's English. And then we're going to actually type in our book title. Now, again, pro tip, Amazon is a search engine. So you want to include as many relevant keywords as possible. So right here, I've put in meal and grocery planner, and then I've added in weekly meal planner and grocery shopping list. And then I've also put in the size, just because I think size is something we typically look for when we're buying products like this on Amazon. But also you'll notice meal and grocery planner was a keyword that I found from BookBolt. This is where also BookBolt comes in handy. I also found weekly meal planner and grocery list, shopping list was also another keyword. So that's where you're gonna go back to BookBolt and do some more keyword research to see what other keywords that are relevant to your product that you want to include in your title, because this will give you a better chance at ranking. And then under subtitle, I've actually put in a few more keywords that I found. So I put in meal planner, weekly journal, weekly meal planner and tracker for women. Now this book is not part of a series, so I'm just going to leave that blank. I'm also going to leave edition number blank. And then under author, you're just going to put in your first and last name. Under contributors, I left it blank because I'm the only author of this book. So you can just leave that blank unless you do have multiple authors of your book. Under description, it's really important that you do some more research on your competitors to see what they're including in their description, but also to try to improve yours. Now, I've kind of written out a short description here, but I've included a lot of features that my meal planner has. And I've put in some more keywords within my description. I went on to Amazon to look at a bunch of other meal planners and grocery planners just to get an idea of what they wrote out in their description, to get some inspiration and to see if I'm missing anything in mine. Next is publishing rights. When you create the book from scratch in BookBolt, you own the copyright to your book. So you would just select, I own the copyright and I hold necessary publishing rights. So go ahead and select that. Under keywords, again, another opportunity for you to rank better in Amazon. So I've just went into BookBolt again under the keywords section and found some more keywords that I could put into these, and you're allowed up to 7. Then in categories, you can choose up to 2 categories that your book would fall in. If you do want help in which category you should select for your book, BookBolt actually does have a KDP category finder. So if you type in something that's relevant to your book, so I've selected journal, it'll actually tell me how to find the subcategories that would be relevant to the book that I've created. So these are the 2 categories that I've selected for mine. And then here Amazon is asking, does your book classify as any of these types? So I have selected low content book because it is a planner. And then under adult content, basically it's asking if this is inappropriate for children. I've selected no, and we're going to save and continue. Then we can publish without an ISBN because it even states here that low content books don't require that. Publish date, you can select the publish date, but if you don't, Amazon is just going to automatically select the publish date for you when it's published. And then print options. This is really important that everything you select here matches what you selected under BookBolt. So I'm going to put in black and white interior with white paper because that's what I chose in BookBolt. The trim size is 6 by 9 inches. I've selected bleed, PDF only here. And then for the paperback cover finish, you can choose whether you want matte or glossy. I particularly like matte, so I'm just going to select matte. And then this is where you're actually going to upload the PDF files that you downloaded from BookBolt. So like I mentioned, it's going to ask you to upload them individually. So for the manuscript, that's the interior pages. You're just going to click on upload paperback manuscript. And you can see I've already uploaded mine here. It's a 6 by 9 with 105 pages. And then for the book cover, just select upload your cover file, and then you can upload the cover photo that you've created. Now, this is really important. You want to launch Previewer because you actually want to approve the book. And although most of the books that we create in BookBolt, they are created with the page templates, they're very, very basic. You still want to look through them to make sure everything is good. You don't want to publish it and then people start buying it and then there's a problem with a few of the pages. So you want to approve it now. So the cover looks really good, and it's really cool because Amazon actually already generates the barcode for you right over here. So the front looks really good, back looks good, and I'm just going to go through, and first page looks great. Obviously, all of these are going to be similar, but I am going to go through all of these pages just to make sure everything looks good. But I like the look of it. I can see the weekly planner is on the left side and the grocery list is on the right side. I think it's a really cute book. So once I've gone through all of these pages, I can hit approve right over here. And finally, Amazon is going to tell you what the printing cost is. So basically how much it's going to cost Amazon to create your book. So we're going to save and continue right here. Now under territories, I'm going to keep it at all territories, and I'm just just going to keep primary marketplace under Amazon.com. And now the fun part, we get to price our book. Now, this is again where BookBolt comes in handy because under the cloud feature, you can click on results data and it will give us the price range that people are charging for this category, so the planner category. The lowest price is $3.99 and highest price is $34.14. Now, I'm not going to sell the planners for $34, so I do want it a bit on the lower end, especially because this is a newer book and I can raise the price a little bit later on, but basically I want to start making sales, get some reviews, and a great way to do that is to price it lower. So Amazon breaks it all down for you here. You do have to price it at a minimum of $3.58 because like I mentioned, the printing cost is $2.15 and Amazon will take a bit of a cut for some profit, right? So if I were to price it at $6.99, that means my royalty would be $2.04. So that's after printing cost and then a bit of profit that Amazon will take. So my royalty is just over $2. Now that royalty might sound really small, but you can see it adds up really quickly if you are selling multiple books and you're selling, hundreds of copies every single month like many of these sellers are. So let's see what it would look like if I make my books a little bit more affordable and actually make it $5.99, it would be a royalty of $1.44. Now, I am going to probably increase the price of my planner, but just to start out, again, this is new. I do want to make it a little bit more affordable, and it's automatically calculated all of the prices in all of the other countries and territories, so I don't have to worry about that. And then I would just hit publish paperback book, and it's just that easy. Now, it doesn't publish right away. It can take up to 72 hours for your book to publish, so give it some time. Once your book is published, drive some traffic using social media, tell your friends and family about it. You can even get some friends and family to purchase your book and leave you a review. You can purchase a few of them and give them as gifts just for the beginning so that you start to get those sales, those reviews, and then you have a better chance at ranking on Amazon. Now, once your BookBolt trial is up, let's talk about their subscriptions. They have 2 different subscriptions and you can either pay per month or you can select yearly, which is actually more affordable. Now, I've actually partnered with them to give you guys an extra 20% off. So you can use the code Sandra D. I will leave the link down below for you and the coupon code. You can definitely start off with the first option that they have here. The Pro option allows you to also create puzzle books, and I'll be doing some more tutorials on how to create all types of low content books on BookBolt, so you can choose what's best for you. Now, of course, with the free trial, you have the ability to create multiple books and publish them to Amazon. So make sure to use the link below to sign up for your free trial. Let me know if this was helpful and if you are excited about this side hustle. You're gonna wanna stay tuned for more videos like this because I'm going to share how to research and create fun activity books, coloring books, journals, and so much more using BookBolt. So make sure to subscribe and hit that bell, and I'll see you in the next one.